Do you hear that? Nice. So I made a decision. I wanted to share it with you, how I feel about it, and what the next steps are. Actually, I made two decisions, and I'm gonna share both with you. So let's start with the first one. The first one regarding my next healthcare intervention. I decided to have a local surgery and not a transplant. In my last video, you can watch it here somewhere, I mentioned that I have to make a decision if I want to transplant my liver or make a local surgery. Now it seems like that it is very reasonable to have first a local surgery, remove the spots we have in the liver, make already some additional tests for a possible future transplant, and take it from there. And yes, hope that it will roll well without complications and have the effect that we wish for. So how do I feel about it? Well, it's a huge surgery, again, like a big one. I don't know, it's like my fourth or so, I don't know, I stopped counting. And so obviously it's something that sits on my shoulder, like it's heavy. It sits in my heart, it's heavy there too. It's not an easy thing, it's a big thing. And I want to share with you like how I approach such kind of situations, how I try to keep a healthy mindset despite it looks like that you're sailing into a storm. So what really helps me is always to focus on like what is actually good. So there are three things that I'm grateful for. First of all, that I can have a surgery. You know, it's a huge surgery, and I think or feel on one side like, oh, it's a big surgery again, but then I mean, hey, I can have a surgery. It's always a matter of perspective. Like there are other people, they would love to have a surgery and they cannot. So I'm really grateful I can have a surgery. I'm really grateful that I have access to a healthcare system that works. Of course, that's not a given. I feel very privileged that I'm living in a country that has a good healthcare system and I can have access to a good team. And the third thing that I'm grateful for is that I have a lot of people in my surrounding that support me with a lot of love and help, and this is really, really useful. So that's the third thing that I'm very, very much grateful for. And oh, what a bike, look at this quick run. So yes, it's always a matter of perspective, and I think this is a skill that I had to learn, to shift my perspective, to work actively on my mindset again and again. And I'm getting better. That's not making it easier. Well, maybe a little bit easier when you have more practice, but it's still also I have to remind myself. Which brings me to the second decision I made, which I'm very, very happy to share with you. I decided, now in the middle of this whole mess, to start a new business. Yes, it's the second time that I do this. The first time was when I started my survival story in the middle of chemo, and now I'm gonna do another enterprise. I started another enterprise that is all around mindset. It's called the Mindset Academy, where I offer different kind of support and topics and inputs and inspiration and courses on the topic of mindset, because I feel like I not only have a lot of theoretical knowledge on it, but also a lot of practice. So yes, I'm very, very excited about it. I work very hard on the first online course called Bye Bye Negative Mindset, which will launch soon, first in German this year, next year in English. So if you're interested, check it out. It's called the mindsetacademy.ch, and it really helps to uplift me and keep a focus on what I really want to do in my life, and share my knowledge and wisdom and I don't know, maybe some easy practical tips how to cope with tricky situations. So that's really what I want to do with my life, with the time I have left. Let's touch some wood. Nobody knows how much that will be, but it brings me joy and gratitude that I can do that. So yes, that are the updates. The surgery will be in the beginning of January. If COVID is not like making a cut through our planning, I hope not. So I hope I will have space in the hospital, and I will probably then be off in whole January and be back online in February or so. Alright, so I will keep you posted how it rolls, how I prepare myself for this, and I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're safe, stay safe, and wishing you a lovely, lovely pre-Christmas time. See you then, bye bye.